What's up one, what's up all, and welcome back to some more Fallout 4 upcoming mods. In today's video I'm going to show you a little bit of some work in progress mods by different mod authors in the community. We actually have a lot of really great content coming out this week, some stuff that I've just honestly never shown you before, a few mods that are totally brand new, but even some really cool updates to some existing mods, like kind of big updates that are really going to push those mods to the next level, which I know a lot of you guys get really excited for, again, and me included. Everything I'm going to show you is going to be linked down below. It's all by mod authors in the community, so definitely click on some of those links, maybe endorse or like a YouTube video. Again, it really helps those mod authors out. I say this every video, but it really does make a big difference. So to kick things off, we have another update to Project Cyberdog. This is something I've shown you guys a few weeks ago. More or less what this is aiming to do is add in kind of an armor or a retexture to dog meat in Fallout 4. But simply what this is an attempt to recreate Rex from Fallout New Vegas. If you guys remember, that's one of those dogs with the kind of brain in his head that you could in fact recruit and make your companion. This mod author attempted in the past to actually totally recreate that into Fallout 4, but due to some of the new animations that the dog can do, like sitting, barking, looking at you and all that, it is not quite possible, but it's still a cool project nonetheless. What this update's really showing us is the legs and all around just armor of the dog. There's been a lot of work and progress made on this. The head structure is not really the focus here, and you can definitely tell that a lot of great stuff has been done. He also does mention that he's going to make it a little bit duller in future updates. For right now, the shininess is just kind of a temporary thing and should be gone with the final version. He does also mention how he's going to be calling this the Law Enforcement Mark III Cyberhound skin. That's going to be the one Rex uses without his custom red paint add-ons, but that one will also be available in a separate version. All around it's looking really promising, but then that wasn't it. The mod author also posted some images of a cyber cat as part of Project Cyberdog. He does mention how this was kind of a joke between him and another mod author, and it probably won't be available in the final version, but I really encourage it. I think this looks pretty cool. Again, it's meant to be kind of quickly done and only temporary, but I don't know, I kind of like what I'm seeing, and I would love to see more of this in future updates, maybe have a little bit more tech exposed and stuff like that. There are a lot of cat lovers in the Fallout community, and for time and time again, we've only really gotten dogs as companions in Fallout. Then having this mod introduce its own unique cyber cat would be quite nice. Maybe you could have different perks to it compared to a dog. The dog can have more carry weight, but is a bit slower. The cat, on the other hand, maybe is faster and does more damage. All around, this mod is looking really promising. I really like what this mod author is doing, and I'm excited to see more from him in the future. So then next up, we have a really good looking trailer for the Wattz 3000 laser rifle, which is currently in development by Deadpool 2099, or at least I'm pretty sure that's this one. Now there's a few other people working on these, but I'm like 90% sure this is Deadpool's, and the animation's being done by Haru. It's a pretty short trailer, only showing you a brief amount of the weapon, but what we do see does make it look really freaking good. He also has a great song choice in this. Haru has made a number of trailers or just kind of featurettes showing some different animations he's made, and all of them just look so freaking good. This one especially, check out the link down below. Experience this video as it's meant to be, not with my voiceover on it, but I think it looks really good. I really like the kind of unique animations this gun's going to have. It really is quite different when compared to a lot of the other kind of ballistic rifles we have, which at the end of the day, you just take out a magazine, and there are a lot of different ways to make that look, but all of them do end up looking quite similar. On the flip side, having some of these new energy weapons making their way into Fallout 4 is both different in the sense that we have so many ballistic weapons and so few energy weapon mods, but even further, some of the other implications, like getting some cool reload animations that are pretty much unprecedented. Again, some great work by Deadpool and Haru and everyone else working on this project. This is going to be a really anticipated one, and hopefully one that we get to see relatively soon. So we have some further updates to We Are the Enclave. More or less, this is going to be a pretty big mod for Fallout 4, aiming to add in a bunch of aspects of the Enclave back into the Commonwealth. The exact scope and site of it isn't necessarily known yet. It is, again, just trying to add in some aspect of the Enclave. How much? I don't really know. I don't even know if the mod author does know, but regardless, they've been posting consistent and really cool updates to this mod. Previously, I did show you an Enclave jump ship, but now I am showing you a Enclave G4 Camo outfit. This looks really good. This looks like one of those armors that I could see myself using on either myself or my companions. It's a very neutral and instantly likable armor. There's not too many loud or bright colors, which really wouldn't make sense for the Enclave anyway. It kind of has a paramilitary feel to it, and something that I think would really be appropriate for the Enclave. All around, again, great work by everyone behind this team, and especially Ben Alpha, who has been kind of the main proponent behind a lot of the stuff I have been showing you. So we have some animations for the AA12. I'm not really sure as to whose AA12 this is. The animations are being done by WarDaddy, a very well-known mod author in the community. He primarily does animations, and this guy posts a lot of updates on his channel. Definitely go check him out. There's a lot of stuff I haven't covered on there, so links down below if you are interested. But even beyond that, the reason I say I don't know whose AA12 this is because there is one kind of ported illegally that I have covered in my illegal mod series. That one is pretty cool, and it looks very similar to this one. I'm not sure if that's for this, or what I imagine is someone is creating a totally custom and new AA12, which I would be really excited for. The AA12 is a really iconic weapon all the way back in like Modern Warfare 2 when it's first brought into the video game scene, and everyone instantly loved the fully automatic shotgun that does a hell of a lot of damage and just looks really cool. It's such a unique and iconic weapon that I'm sure everyone has at least some memory of using it in some video game, because after its initial presentation, so many other games have included it because, again, it is such a notable gun. All around, these animations are looking really good. We have some images of the reload, the run, the melee, which the melee is pretty interesting. The full video can be found, again, linked down below. Hopefully you guys do check it out because it is extremely high quality. So next up we have something called Some Wasteland Clothing by Mandarin. This is a mod author that you may have heard of. He's made a ton of armor mods for Skyrim, not Skyrim Special Edition, the old school Skyrim. But now he is working on this. He does say he's had this laying around for a while, but he kind of finished it up now. He also does mention that he needs some kind soul to rig it and put it into the game. So if you could do that, hey, if you like this armor, I would definitely be happy if you did it. Regardless, the armor itself does look really cool. This is something that hasn't really been covered a ton by different mod authors. We've been getting a resurgence of kind of plate armors. It's something Fallout 4 was lacking for a while, and you probably heard me say in like 10 videos, hey, we need more plate armors. This guy's working on a plate armor. This one's a little bit different than that. This is kind of taking a much more mobile approach. You only kind of have a harness there, as well as one of those tactical belts with the cummerbund on the sides, and then having all the different pouches on the side. This is something that I think would make a lot more sense in Fallout 4. I don't know why, but just kind of traveling with a heavy plate carrier on at all times seems like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it would fit in with many of the characters. A lot of the people in Fallout 4 don't wear heavy armors, and for that reason, a more hybrid, lighter armor like this one I think would make a lot of sense. In addition, it just looks really good between the boots at the bottom and the all-around dirty but kind of appropriate feel of the armor. I think it's something that would fit really well into the game, but at the same time, it really wouldn't because there's no kind of tan or pouches in Fallout 4 by default. This is very defined. It looks very modern military or paramilitary, and that's not something we have in the game, but it's something that we could have in the game, and hopefully this armor does bring its introduction. So this one's looking really promising. This is going to be a brand new mod by a mod author named N7R. N7R is bringing us the ACR, or Adaptive Combat Rifle. What it does say in this video is he's basically made this mod for Fallout 4. It's his first mod for Fallout 4. It has a lot of inspiration from the Real World and Modern Warfare 2 iteration of this gun, but with his own little tweaks here and there. And in addition, that this gun is extremely complete, and he might even be able to release it as soon as next weekend. The gun itself looks really cool. The ACR, of course, being an iconic weapon. If you played Call of Duty, if you played Modern Warfare 2, which I imagine most of you have, you know this gun because everyone used it. It really just has a modern feel. It's like a modern take on a traditional assault rifle. And I'd almost venture to say it has a bit of a futuristic feel. Not like super futuristic, but a few years in the future, like the premier weapon of the military, even if it isn't anymore. Similar to a Tavor or a FAMAS. Regardless, the images of this gun make it look really good. It kind of looks a little bit weird in the hands some of the time, but all around the gun is very well made and looks quite nice, as well as some of the in-game kind of holding images do make it look even better. I really hope this has custom animations. He doesn't say whether it does or does not, or maybe he's reusing some other animations. Either way, I'll be happy as long as it doesn't use some of the vanilla animations. Those are horrible, and I think a lot of people have grown to hate them. But even further, he mentions that a lot of attachments are going to be available for this, but he's not really showing much of them. Only in the last image with the tan variant of the gun, so we'll have different color options. Does he show some different attachments that will be available, but all around the gun looks really freaking good. It's something I'm personally very excited for. I know you guys are going to be excited for it. Everyone loves weapon mods, and then there's their kind of anti-group that hates weapon mods because there's too many of them. But hey, if that's what the mod author wants to make, that's what the mod author wants to make. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode. There's been a lot of upcoming mods lately, a lot that I haven't covered, so definitely check out some of these mod authors' Nexus pages for some even further updates. As always, I thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.